Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Collectively, we are the three scariest Office Blokes.
Ooh, we are now.
It is true, but other than that, there's absolutely nothing else to notice here.
Nope, nothing at all.
Some new glasses, Mike?
Yeah, I thought I'd, try some new ones, but other than that, nothing. All good.
Your voice seems a little bit higher than normal.
Yeah,
Yeah, so like I said, nothing to see here, but what there is to see is a gaming channel over at Office Blokes Game, where this weekend it should be a bit of Mario Kart that we're releasing. Ooh. As long as there's no copyright issues, because I've heard Nintendo are pretty harsh on the copyright stuff.
A few people have let us know in the comments, and we keep an eye out for it.
We accidentally played it without muting the music and just having the sound effects, so it's going to be music as well. We'll see.
Maybe tinker over some different music.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll figure something out. But keep your eye out for that if you want to see who wins out of me, Office Bloke Mike, and Office Bloke Daz playing Mario Kart.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Right then, world's scariest slides.
The only slides I never go down is the ones that just do that fucking big drop like that.
Right.
I'll go down all the other. I've been down one, but I don't like them ones.
Fair enough.
It's just the ones that go round and round and round in the dark and all that, no problem.
Yeah.
Just the ones that drop like that. I remember watching Office Bloke Mike go down one in Dubai. And I stood on the bridge and I just heard.
Actually, it was more of a.
Fair enough. There's one that I went on years ago that goes into kind of a black hole and then it fires you out into this kind of bowl. And then you end up spinning around that, and then it's just a cutaway in the middle, and you fall
into it.
Toilet is called.
There's one in Stoke. I think they called it like Space Bowl or something original like that.
Yeah, we used to just call it the toilet bowl because you like running around and then you flush.
Yeah.
So
and I don't like the ones where it goes into like the loop because you can get stuck in it.
Yeah. I've never been in one of them.
It's like
the floor just opens.
The floor opens up and you just shoot, you just drop.
Yeah. Nice. Well, let's get into it then. The world's scariest slides. Let's do this.
No matter how old you are, it's hard to walk past a playground slide and not relive your childhood. Fortunately, these days, slides aren't just made for kids. Adrenaline junkies around the world have turbocharged their favorite ride.
They look
These
fun.
slides aren't for the faint of heart. Let's get it on.
That's the
Sky
one.
Slide. For people who have a fear of heights, the best advice I can give you is don't look down. But what if that's not an option? The Sky Slide in Los Angeles is a terrifying see-through slide that begins at the top of a skyscraper. Take a trip up to the 70th floor of the US Bank Tower in downtown Los Angeles, and you can take a chance on one of the scariest 4-second experiences of your life.
That is pretty scary though.
But how much do you actually see?
Okay, so 4 seconds
It's a
doesn't
bit
sound
quick,
like a
isn't
long
it?
time, but when there's only a thing.
If it kind of wrapped round the building one whole way and it was like 20 seconds or something, I think then it'd be pretty sketchy. But
even like in Dubai, there's one where it goes through a shark tank and you don't realise you're in there until you're out the other end.
So the shark bites you.
I think we've seen that. We reacted to a video about theme parks or something, didn't we? And that was on it.
I don't know. I can't remember the name of there's the slide now.
Is it like kind of a pyramid sort of hotel thing or
no,
whatever
it's in it's in a...
Looks like a pyramid though, and then the slide comes down.
What's the what part that it's in?
It's in Yas.
No, it's
not. No, it's
anyway, I can't remember.
the one in Dubai.
Yeah.
You seem a lot more well travelled today, Mike, than in previous days.
Piece of clear perspex glass between you and a 1,000-foot drop, it feels like an eternity. Riders shuffle into a thin gray mat before sliding down the hair-raising slope for this short but exhilarating thrill ride. Survivors...
I'd do it because it's in the States.
Yeah,
if I was in China, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Like, remember Office Bloke Daz? Yeah, he went on that fucking glass slide, he fucking broke and he fell off the edge.
Would have made loads of content out of it. Our first proper viral video.
This experience, get off 1 story below on the 69th floor.
Nice.
Kilimanjaro. When you're on a water slide named after the tallest mountain in Africa,
looks a bit
you've
sketchy,
got to wonder
doesn't it?
if specialist climbing equipment and oxygen masks are needed to reach the top. The Kilimanjaro is Rio de Janeiro's tallest water slide, standing a massive 164 feet tall. And that might not sound that impressive, but when you put the Kilimanjaro next to Rio's other tourist attraction, you'll notice our favorite white-knuckle water ride is a good 40 feet taller. Riders need to be sure of 2 things before they brave the Kilimanjaro. They need to be able to handle the massive 234-step climb to the top, and then have their fear of heights in check.
I thought he was going to say something else when you've got to be able to handle the 2 massive.
Yeah, girls in bikinis.
You get a major wedgie on that.
While some people feel brave enough initially, 1 in 20 riders take one look and back out for their walk of shame. With all that height comes blistering speed. Riders shoot down Kilimanjaro at a record 57 miles per hour, the fastest speed on any water slide currently in operation.
Wow.
You probably don't want to go any
Got a
faster
GoPro as
either,
well,
or you
right?
might need another pair of swimming trunks. 0G.
Yeah.
If you've ever wanted to combine the thrill of hurtling down a water slide at breakneck speed with zero gravity, the 0G in New Jersey's Mountain Creek is an adrenaline-fueled adventure like no other. After ascending the 200-odd stairs to the top, brave riders are loaded into a capsule at the top of the ride and a door is sealed. A calm, yet somehow terrifying voice counts you down to your doom. Suddenly, the floor gives way and you fall through the trap door into an almost vertical drop. You get this surreal moment of zero gravity, but there's no time for aerial acrobatics because you're almost immediately shot into the world's tallest double loops before sliding into the pool below.
We went on the Lewa Loop, it was called.
Yeah.
It's the same as that. Exactly the same. You go through and you go through a loop. I think when they first installed it, they got the engineering side of it wrong and people were getting stuck. So they had to weigh you. They started weighing people when they were going on.
Like a little door that you open and climb out of.
Yeah.
I saw a thing about a slide like this with a loop where someone got stuck and died of heat exhaustion.
I was going to say.
They were in it for about 8 hours. They hadn't built the hatch into it that they're supposed to, to get people out.
Yeah.
Just cooked like an oven.
Yikes.
Atlantis to Palm.
Yeah, that was it, yeah.
Where the drop was.
Slip and Fly, Ohio.
They look
This
cool.
is mental.
Ask
Yeah.
any adrenaline junkie and they'll tell you. Most water slides are missing one key ingredient, a giant jump at the end. Ohio's Dream Action Sports Camp made sure every aerial acrobat was covered with their iconic Slip and Fly. Normally just a teenage summer camp, Dreams opens its doors to the public once a year for the annual Sports and Music Festival. Revelers from across the country descend on the normally sleepy Ohio town to enjoy the sun, tunes, and of course, ride the biggest water slide of its kind in the state. Riders plunge down the steep plastic track before being flung more than 10 feet in the air.
That
Front
looks like
flip,
fun.
back flip, or stylish Superman. The choice once you get some air is completely up to you. Just try and time your landing properly.
Yeah.
The waiver they get you to sign on the way in doesn't cover belly flop related injuries.
It was at this moment that he knew.
To infinity and beyond. Extreme tubing. The K90 Nordic ski jump was first built in Utah's Salt Lake City for competitors during the 2002 Winter Olympic Games. While it's still used for competitive training, these days the landing slope takes on a much different purpose. You see,
They
the
did that,
problem
didn't we?
with snow
Yeah.
is it doesn't usually hang around in the summer months. So to make downhill adventure a year-round thing, Utah's Olympic Park installed a synthetic carpet-like surface that mimics the properties of the white powdered goodness. There are two slopes to choose from, the Junior K4 and the Big K90. But no matter your appetite for disaster, this is one thrill ride that will get your blood pumping. Riders jump in a specially designed hard-bottom inner tube and set off from the top, reaching eye-watering speeds of up to 50 miles per hour. You've got no way to steer. Just hold on tight and hope for the best as you rocket down the green slide all the way to the bottom. Ultimate Abyss.
I bet that surface hurts if you fall
Oh, I
on it.
bet it
Yeah.
The
does.
friction burn all the way
We've done the
down.
tubing on the snow, haven't we?
Yeah,
When
in
you
the
go down.
Poconos.
Yeah, and you hit speeds, man.
Yeah.
And if you fall off, you're
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always found it funny that cruise ships have swimming pools included, so it should come as no surprise that some of them come kitted out with slides as well. The Royal Caribbean hosts one of the most unique and positively immersive slide experiences in the world. You'll find the Ultimate Abyss slide in the sports deck 10 floors up, and trust me, it's not as innocent as it seems. There's no water on this ride, so unless you're particularly slippery, you'll have to get into a specially designed sliding pad and pick one of two identical tubes to disappear into. Riders will top out at around 10 miles per hour.
That's not bad.
It's a
It's an
mouse.
hour.
Yeah.
But it's the psychedelic audio-visual experience on the way down that really makes the Ultimate Abyss an amazingly unique experience. It would be cool if one of the slides randomly spat you out into the ocean, but it probably wouldn't be for the best while somewhere out in the middle of the Pacific. Imagine Slide. Deep in El Salvador's El Boquerón Mountains lies a curious tourist attraction that can literally be seen from a mile away. The view over the valley is an experience in itself. But tourists come from all over to take a ride on this once-in-a-lifetime thrill.
Seems pretty
This isn't
tame,
your
though,
average
doesn't it?
slide. Patterns on the hexagons prevent you from going down without a specifically designed inner tube. One ride costs just $5, and after a friendly push from the slide attendant, you very quickly build up some blistering speed. Most guests can't help screaming for joy as they zoom down the rainbow slide. But that's if the weather is fine. When there's heavy fog, you literally slide into the clouds and disappear. Who's next? Bambuda Lodge.
Not sure about that one.
That'd be cute. Oh, that'd
Proper
be cool.
tame.
Looks a bit like
You could slide off the edge.
yeah. Looks a bit it's like when I did that. What was that when I got in that Zorb thing, that massive ball?
Yeah.
He just pushed me off like a side of a fucking mountain,
Bouncing down.
around for hours.
Nice.
Panama's Bambuda Lodge is a quiet rainforest retreat hidden away from the hustle and bustle of the South American city. Surrounded by lush jungles and clear waters, there's a lot to do when you've had enough of just lazing around by the pool sipping cocktails. One of those adventures is a 150-foot water slide that runs from the bar deck right into the Caribbean Sea. You can take a boogie board or go head first without one, straight into clear, warm waters. And if you're lucky, curious sloths often like to watch riders as they slip straight into the ocean. Rear Rock Slide. Hidden deep in the National Park of New Zealand's North Island is the Rear Rock Slide. Here, water from the nearby Wharekapai River has spent millions of years weathering the rocks around to create the awesome Rear Rock Slide, a naturally cut 200-foot-long decline into the rocky area that provides one of the most extreme rides in the world. Riders can take rafts down the rapids or even hang on to motorized boats that provide massive speed boosts while clinging to boogie boards for dear life. Fun to ride? Yes. Crazy? Maybe just a little bit. Orbit Tower. Holding the title as the longest, tallest, and fastest dry slide in the world, London's ArcelorMittal Orbit was originally a sculpture created to...
Yeah, it's outside West Ham's ground, but I didn't know it was a slide. I thought it was just like a
structure,
yeah, of architecture that someone had built.
You wouldn't know what it is looking at it like that, would you?
I think we even mentioned at the time as well, that would make a good slide. When we walked past, and I never knew it was a slide.
Never even seen it.
Yeah, it's right outside West Ham's ground.
Commemorate the 2012 London Olympics. 4 years later, they decided to make use of the 377-foot tall structure by installing a giant tube slide that twisted and turned from top to bottom. The result is a crazy 584-foot ride complete with 12 turns and a tight corkscrew twist. Riders brave enough have to make their way to the top of the Orbit Tower before donning a helmet and elbow pads for safety. Once you set off, though, there's no turning back.
My question is, what the hell?
I'd have a go at that.
Riders reach speeds of up to 15 miles per hour, whizzing towards the ground. While the view is supposed to be spectacular from...
The only one on the whole list that you need a helmet and elbow pads.
15 miles an hour.
It's in the UK, isn't it?
Mike's at the bottom of that with his pen and pad. Nope.
You peaked out at 16 miles an hour there. You'll have to actually slow down next time.
Mike measuring everyone. Weight, height, girth.
Don't expect to see a lot on the way down. A few glimpses of sunshine is all you get before being plunged back into absolute darkness.
It does look like fun, that one, though.
Yeah. Wonder how old's that video, Dave? 2021.
December 2021.
So it was 4 years after the Olympics, did it say? London Olympics. When was that? 2012?
Yeah.
So it would have been 2016. I've been to West Ham. I just never knew it was a slide.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, impressive. I just known I would have gone on it. Right there.
I think you're either fit in there.
Too tall. All right, Mike.
I don't think there's any on there that I wouldn't go on.
I wouldn't go on that one where it's just free for all going into the water. Not a chance.
The New Zealand one where it was the rocks.
Yeah, not a chance.
I'd do that. That doesn't look that bad at all.
Imagine you pick up some bumps and scrapes on that.
Yeah, I'd come off it.
Yeah.
It was bad enough going in that dinghy with you when we hit the water and I just went flying and you stayed in it.
Good push that day. Got the leverage just right. That shark-infested waters, you mean?
Yeah.
The alligators.
Yeah, crocodiles.
Nice. Let us know what you think of those slides and would you go on them?
Yeah.
Should Mike go on them?
Yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Hit the bell and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.